Good morning. Hi Nelly, hi Sonia. Thanks for joining me today. I don't know if Dario is joining us, Nelly. Yeah, thank you so much for joining the meditation space yesterday. I hope you found it useful. And to prepare for today's class, if you have a couple of blocks, it would be amazing. But I know that asking for one can be a big ask. So you won't really need it, but it would be really useful if you had 2 blocks or 2 big books. Just so the posture we might be getting into just feels a little bit more accessible, because we're working on hamstrings today. Yay! I can really feel my hips and my hamstrings today, so I don't know how accessible the practice I have prepared will feel for me. But you know, exploring how your body feels at different times of day, you know, can teach you a lot about honoring your body's yes and no. So it's not just what you want to do, but actually that you adjust to how the body is feeling in a particular moment. Okay, so if we've got everyone and everyone's got a couple of blocks, then I'm gonna start sitting on our heels. So if this isn't accessible for you, then, you know, don't worry about it. But keep your knees together, sit comfortably on your heels, and close your eyes. So check in with your physical body. So your knees or your ankles might be talking to you already. So say good morning. Starting to connect with the body, feeling what the body is feeling, noticing any tension or tightness. And bring your awareness to your breath and follow its natural rhythm. So you don't have to change anything about its pace or the depth, length. Just simply observe your physical body and now your breath. Relax your shoulders, soften the skin on your face, and feel where your body comes in contact with the mat. So feeling the weight of your body, how it's pressing into the ground, and how the ground is pressing into your body. So feeling the mutual support. And lastly, check how you are today. So how are your energy levels, your mood? So without any judgment, just welcoming all that's currently there. And start deepening your breath. So send it all the way to your belly button as you inhale. Feeling the expansion throughout the entire front pain of your body. And slowly exhale. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. Feel your collarbones, your shoulders lift. And exhale. So 3 more rounds of deep breathing. Inhale. Notice the pause after the inhalation. And exhale. Notice the pause there. and inhale. Exhale. Allow your mind to go into the space between the breaths. Inhale. And exhale. So stay here with your eyes closed, feeling your body, noticing if anything feels any different at all. Perhaps the effect of the deep breathing on your nervous system. Might be feeling more grounded, more centered. And set an intention for your practice, whatever you'd like to work towards. So substitute any negative self-talk or something you wish you stopped doing as something you can cultivate. So if you want to be calmer, then say, I am calm. If you think you could do with some patience, say, I am patient. Whatever resonates with you this morning, let it illuminate in your heart space and let it guide you through the practice. So take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, softly open your eyes. So stay sitting on your heels, stretching out the ankles and the knee joints. If it's accessible, if you need to release, then change the position or lift your hips up and then come back to sitting on your heels. So now grab your hands, so you interlace them but behind you, and you bring the back of your left hand to your right hip. Drop your shoulders down and already notice what's happening in the shoulder, in your neck. And then drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And play with bringing the head forward and back. Continuing with the deep breathing. Releasing tension with every exhalation. And then switch side. So stay here just for a moment, dropping the shoulder down, bring the left elbow in, and then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. So stay with the sensations, listen to the inner voice. Listen to your body, where it wants you to go, what it wants you to feel. Because if things are tight, they're tight for a reason. Your body has this innate wisdom and it knows what to do to protect you. So if you've overdone something, then you're likely going to experience tightness and you need to honor that. And then gently release. Then come up and flex your feet. Make sure that your pinky toes are there when bringing energy to the feet. Inhale, open your chest and extend your spine. So bring the chin towards the sky. Gently squeeze your shoulder blades, shoulders are down. And as you exhale, round your back, bringing the hands in front of you, spreading the shoulder blades, squeezing your tummy. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then bring the arms out and then right arm in front of you. Left arm goes underneath, squeeze it, and if you can, double wrap. If not, don't worry about it. Squeeze the elbows together. And here, bring the hands away from you. Shoulders are down and lift your elbows up. Stay with your breath. Your ribs are in. Notice what's present. And perhaps tightness feels as density or some blockage. So send your breath there. And by cultivating and accepting in patient attitude, allow the body to release, to settle. Then gently release, super slowly. It's still early. It is. And let's do the other side. So left arm in front of you, right arm underneath, and where the elbows meet, try to double wrap your hands. Hands away from you and lift your elbows up. Shoulders are down. Stay with your breath. Notice how this side is feeling compared to the other one. And try to be happy being exactly where you are. One more breath in. And then gently release. So give the shoulders a little shake. You can roll them forwards and back. Notice what's present. Come onto your hands and release your feet. And let's come again. So this time what we're doing is touch your left shoulder and bring the elbow up. Draw your ribs in and grab the left shoulder to bring it behind your head. So the hand is going between the shoulder blades, shoulders are down. Breathe into your chest, your belly's engaged. And then gently release. Let's do it on the other side. So right shoulder, right elbow, left hand. You can put the back of your head into the left hand. One more breath in. And then gently release. One more time, calm down. Release your feet, well done. Come back onto your mat. Keep your knees together and fold forward. So coming into child's pose, you want to keep the knees together to apply gentle pressure onto your belly, so boosting the digestion. And at the same time connecting with the earth, cultivating feelings of groundedness. So then squeeze your knees together and begin to roll on top of your head, but squeeze your belly so there's hardly any weight there. Your shoulders are down. Then come back. So twice more, squeeze the knees together, engage your glutes, and then gently roll on top of your head. Come back down. One more time. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your glutes, your belly, and then come back. So shift onto your bum, extend your legs out and come down. Oh, forgot about that. Come down onto your back. So stay in constructive rest pose just for a moment, bringing your hands onto your iliac crest, so the bony hip joint that you can feel. Knees are falling in together, feet are wide. And notice what's present. Gently press your hips back so the lower back is glued to the mat. Notice how your hip flexors are feeling. And then bring the knees towards your chest, give them a squeeze, rock from side to side. So move slowly, keeping the movement fluid, connecting with your breath. And now hold the back of your knees and using the momentum, start rocking yourself up and down. So use this to massage the muscles around your back, but also when you come up, start engaging your core and then come down. Come up and down. So 3 more times. And next time you come up, stay balancing your sits bone. Squeeze your knees together, roll the shoulders down to open through the chest, and notice what's present. So just for now, holding the back of your knees, draw the navel in and up, squeeze your glutes and bring your toes down, keeping your spine long. Bring the feet up. So either into Ardha Navasana, so half boat, or all the way so the legs are straight if your flexibility allows you. So then bring it down and inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. So then bring the feet down, and here we roll the hips down. So then your sacrum is on the ground as well as your lower back. So your feet are firmly rooted, squeeze the knees together and bring the fingertips down. So lift your head, add that spinal flexion to engage your lower abdominals and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring yourself back up, extend your arms, squeeze the knees together and stay here, coming as close to your thighs as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the fingertips down, cross your legs, and again try to bring them as close to your chest as you can. So draw the belly button in. So hold in, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap the legs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your legs out, feet are flexed, and shift your hips back a little bit so you don't physically remove like the flesh around your sitting bones, but that you can fold yourself a little bit deeper. So belly is engaged, spine long. If you can, grab hold of your big toes. If not, if you can't, it doesn't matter. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, folding out your belly, sandwiching yourself, coming forward, just for the sake of comparison, how your hamstrings are feeling now, because we're going to do this a lot later on. So just stay here for a couple of breaths, feeling your body, not pushing. Inhale, straighten spine, and exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. As you inhale, straighten, cross your legs, and transition onto all fours. I'm going through a few rounds of cat-cow, so as you inhale, lift your hips, drop your chest, chin up, and exhale, round your back. Squeeze your belly. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, round your back, push the mat away. Inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale, curl your tailbone under. Take an inhale here, and then tuck your toes under and push the mat away so your knees are lifted a few inches off the mat. So feel the engagement in the lower abdominals. Stay for 5, 4, 3, push the mat away, 2, 1. Then right knee to chest, left knee stays low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back and left knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down. Slide back for child's pose. Extend your arms forward. Drop your forehead. So feel the breath expanding through the sides of your body, through the back of your rib cage. Your belly is drawn in. And then as you inhale, come up into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, and as you exhale, come into down dog. So pedal your feet if you need to. Draw your belly in. Push the ground away, especially through the base of the thumbs and the index fingers, broadening the shoulder blades. If your heels can't touch the mat, it's perfectly fine. Instead, keep lifting the sits bones up towards the sky. So focus on the length through the back. As you next inhale, begin to walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale into fold. Then with a strong belly, strong back, as you inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, Tadasana Samastitihi. So roll the shoulders down. Gently squeeze your belly, so as though you want to tuck your tailbone. So you feel that engagement through the that middle section of your body. Stay here for a moment. You can keep your eyes closed and finding the connection between you and the ground. So the contact points, so your big toes, your pinky toes, and your heels. So rooting down through the legs, feeling stable, but not stuck. And then as you breathe in, feel the breath lifting you up through the crown of your head. So your chest is lifting. And cultivate that quality, that uplifting quality. So you're simultaneously rooting down through the legs, but also reaching up towards the skies through the crown of your head. Notice the gentle movement throughout your body. And then open your eyes. And as you inhale, come into extended mountain pose. So reaching out through the center line of your body. And then as you exhale, allow the breath to travel down, and then you lead with your chest as you fold forward. So use the space, the empty space in your pelvis for that. So stay here for a moment on your fingertips, shifting the weight onto the balls of your feet and noticing your hamstrings. Talk to your hamstrings. And then as you inhale, lift up halfway, squeeze the shoulder blades, and stay here. Notice how different it feels, where you can feel it. Keep the belly drawn in. One more inhale. And then exhale, come into fold, bend your legs, and step back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, roll over into plank. So push the mat away. Corset your ribs in, engage your deep core muscles, squeeze your legs, push out through the back of your heels, and let that fire burn. So feel strong. And remember that your mind is likely going to give up 10 times before your body actually will. So stay here for another 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use your entire body, not just your shoulders. In. Out. In. Out. One last breath in. And then everyone drop the knees down, shift your shoulders past your wrist and drop down halfway. So you want to have a 90-degree angle, hold it, squeeze your elbows in, squeeze your belly, and then come down all the way to the mat. Hands by your low ribs, and as you inhale, push up into cobra. So push the tops of the feet into the mat, Squeeze your belly to release any pinching in the lower back. Elbows are in. Exhale, come down. So twice more. We're waking up the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, come into tabletop, tuck your toes, push back into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands or step or hop and come into a fold. Then as you inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, extended. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. And then stay. So try to fold at your hips so you really feel your hamstrings. Squeeze the inner thighs together to protect your knees and your hamstrings. And notice what's going on. So use the cavity in your pelvis to fold slightly deeper, lifting your hips up. One more inhale. And as you exhale, plant your hands and step back into down dog. Inhale, roll over into plank. And with the knees down or up, shift your weight forward. Push down through the fingertips. And drop down halfway into chaturanga. So your shoulders are in line with your elbows. Hold it here. And then as you inhale, cobra or upward dog. So for up dog, thighs are lifted. Squeeze your belly open through the chest. And as you exhale through tabletop or using your core, shift your hips up and push back into down dog. So you inhale, step the feet towards your hands. Exhale into fold. Inhale, come up all the way to extended. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, extended. And stay here. So root down through the feet. Lift up from the hips. Your ribs are in. And keep reaching the fingertips up. So stay here for 3. Squeeze your belly. 2, 1. With the next exhalation, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, roll over. And stay here. So you can either come down onto your knees and work on squeezing your belly, pushing down through the fingertips to get your shoulders past your wrists, or if you want to, protract your shoulders, so gentle rounds through the upper back. Squeeze your core, and we're going to roll over your toes, so to come into this version of the plank. Squeeze your core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into plank. Exhale, version of chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your feet to your hands. Exhale into fold. Inhale all the way to extended. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, extended. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into down dog. Root down through the left foot. Inhale your right leg up. Keep reaching the right foot up. Squeeze your belly, navel close to the spine. And energetically spread your legs apart. So we open out through the right front hip joint as well as the left hamstrings. So feel what's happening. Feel your body in space. And then bend your right leg, foot to the left bum cheek, and open up through the hip joint. So keep your chest squared to the mat, and then do a couple of circles with the right knee one way, and then the other. Open up through the hip again, and then re-extend into three-legged dog. Roll over into plank with the right leg lifted. And then exhale into three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Root down through the right leg. Inhale your left leg up. So notice how it feels here. Push down through the hands. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Keep lifting the left foot up. Reach a bit higher up. And then bend the left leg. Open up through the hip. Then a couple of circles with the left knee one way. And then the other way. Re-extend the left leg. Inhale, roll over into three-legged plank. Squeeze your belly. Exhale, three-legged plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then into child's pose. So arms down, knees together if you can. Rest for a moment. Connect with your breath and gather a little strength. Bring the arms out, fingers spread wide. Inhale, come up, tuck your toes. Exhale into down dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. And exhale, come into a fold. So stay on your fingertips from the block if you want to. Tip your weight onto the balls of your feet, tilting and folding at your hips. So draw your belly in. And then if you can, with your peace fingers, grab hold of your big toes for Pada Gustasana. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, fold. So your elbows are coming out to the side. So try not to pull so much as you fold from within the cavity in your pelvis. So have trust in yourself that you're not going to topple over. So keep lifting the hips up. And then inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, stay. So you can either do this, Pada Gustasana, so holding on to your big toes, or we can come into Pada Hastasana, so it's the gorilla pose, where you insert, just gonna fall over. So you will bring the hand underneath your foot so that the last three fingers come out on the outside of the foot and your index finger on the inner part. So that's with your thumb. Your toes are in line with your wrist. And just check how that feels. If you're happy just being here, be here. So this intensifies the stretch in the hamstrings because your toes are higher than your heels. If you want to inhale, elongate your spine, and as you exhale, bend your arms and fold at your hips. So stay here for 5 breaths. Engaging your quadriceps, so lifting the kneecaps, squeezing the inner thighs together. Breath is calm and long, whatever is happening. Then inhale, long spine. Exhale, stay. And then release your hands. So just stay here for a moment. If you want, you can bend your legs and straighten them. There's a lot happening in the hips right now. Okay, and then as you inhale, come up all the way to standing. And now, so make sure that you've got some space around you. I know that it might be a big ask, but just see how far you can go. So balancing on the left leg, you want to bring the right leg in front of you, foot is flexed, and then kick it out to the side. So try to move fluidly, gently engaging through the adductors, the IT band, the outer leg, and also balancing on the standing leg so we're not bringing the right leg down. So opening up through the hip. Obviously, the more vigorously you move, the harder it will be. And then calm down. Let's do it on the other side. I've got a cup of tea here, probably not the wisest thing to have here right now. So shift the weight to the right leg, bring the left leg in front, and begin to kick out. So squeeze your core. Maybe start small and then begin to bring the leg further out. I find it quite clunky on this side actually, if I want to stay balanced. Just a couple more times and then calm down. So give your hips a little shake. I can really feel my glutes now. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna kick forward now. So balancing on the left leg, try to kick the foot as high as you can, but without using like the momentum, but actually from standing, you bring it up. So using the hip flexor strength. So 3 more times. And the last one, let's do on the other side. One more time. Okay, feeling really hot. Okay, now standing on the left leg, bring the right knee up. Curl your tailbone under, so tilt your pelvis back, engage your lower abdominals and draw a circle out. You can keep the hands on your hips or at your heart to help you balance. And then switch direction. Try to make the circles really big. 2 more. Okay, the other side. So left knee high, tilt your pelvis back. So you want to make the space here as small as you can. And roll out. Try to keep your chest and your torso stable, so we're not moving the entire body, but actually we want to increase mobility in the hips. And then switch direction. Squeeze your belly, find your breath. 1 more round. Fabulous. Move your hips from side to side. They're gonna feel really good to release them. Okay, come to the top of your mat. So root them through the legs. Take an inhale to extended mountain pose. And then as you exhale, moving with control, take a long step back with the left foot. Drop the heel down, so front heel meets the arch of the back foot, then straighten the leg and then bend it. So you don't want to go to your like deepest warrior stance here, but just feel how your hips are. And then if you're happy, you've got the strong engagement through the legs, connecting to the ground, bring the forearm over the thigh. So again, don't want to sink here, but actually keep the space between the shoulder and the ear open. You want to feel something happening in your hips and your legs ideally. And then I'm gonna roll the arm out. And then the other way. Keep pushing down through the legs. If it's easy, then you're slacking. And then extend the left arm out, squeeze your belly, elongate through the left side of the body. And if you want to, can bring the right fingertips down to the outside of the right foot or even the hand. So sink your hips down, squeeze your belly, bring the left hand down with the back heel, step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended. Exhale, hands at heart. Then inhale into extended. And then as you exhale, step the right foot long, deliberate step back and drop the heel down. I'm going to do it this way. So warrior two stance with the feet. Have a little play. Feel your hips. Feel your femur bones, your thigh bones, how it's all positioned. So you want to feel your body from the inside. And then when you're happy, sink into the hips, bend your left leg and bring the left forearm down. Keep the space between the ear and the shoulder open and begin opening up through the shoulder. Keep pushing down through the legs, your belly is engaged. Sink your hips lower if you can. And the other way. Okay, stay here, extend your right arm out, drop the shoulder down. So you want to keep the external rotation of the shoulder, so we're not here, but here. And either stay here, bring the left fingertips down, outside of the left foot, or even the entire palm. So really sink down in the hips, squeeze your belly, bring the right hand down, step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here and rest. You can come down to child's pose if you need to. Feel your hamstrings now. And then walk your feet towards your hands and exhale into fold. Inhale into extended. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, extended. And then exhale, take a long step back with the left foot, but bring yourself so you're facing the long edge of the mat. So feet are 45-degree angle. Bending your legs, have a little play with the hips, sinking lower. Welcome your hip flexors, your glutes. And inhale your arms up. And then exhale, sink your hips low. So have a little play. Knees are facing the same way as your feet. Push the hips forward rather than coming down, because then you're not opening up through the hips. So this is like a standing version of the frog. So we've done frog a couple of times, so you can see what's happening. Try to keep your balance and sink low. Bring the hands just above your knees and bring the right shoulder down and then left. Keep pushing the hips forward. Sink low. Keep changing it. Be patient. Let it brew. Then inhale, straighten your legs. Bring the arms up, look up. Exhale, sink low. Arms into cactus. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So it doesn't matter how low you go, but that you stay with your breath. Exhale as you come down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, stay. Use your Ujjayi breath to help you keep the breath calm and measured. Open through the chest. You can bring the index finger and thumbs together to help you concentrate into chin mudra. Remember, strength is built in the moment when you want to give up, but you choose not to. So stay, stay, stay. Sink your hips lower, push the hips forward. And inhale, straighten the legs, well done. Keep reaching the hands up with or without the mudra. Squeeze your belly, inhale. And then exhale, sink low. But this time pulse. So tiny movement, bringing energy into the hips, actively opening them up. For another 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Bring the feet parallel. Hands on your hips. Take an inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale, begin to tilt from the hips, engage your quads as you tilt forward. So you can use the block here for support or for your head if you want to. Or see if you can bring fingertips in line with your toes. Draw your belly in and begin to fold over the legs, reaching the crown of the head towards the mat. Your shoulders are down. Shoulder blades pull towards your hips. Engage your inner thighs. Tilt your weight onto the balls of your feet. And fold into the cavity of your pelvis. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, you can stay here. You can cast the opposite elbow and hang here if you want to. Grab hold of your big toes. Long spine. And then as you exhale, folding at the hips, you begin to fold, bending your arms. So I'm not really pulling super hard, but using the pelvic floor muscles and the cavity in the pelvis to fold. So feel your hamstrings, your adductors and your inner thighs, the outer hip. And then inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, stay. Then shift. So you're framing the right foot. Step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Then inhale your right leg up. And then exhale, step the foot through between the hands. So then shift the weight forward and stay with your fingertips down. Lift the left leg and come into an extension of your spine. So open through the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, extend and reach the left foot. So stay here for 5, 4, 3, lift a bit higher, 2, 1. And either staying here, or you can begin to fold over the leg, lifting the left leg up for standing splits. So you can stay on the fingertips of the left hand, or bring the left hand out. Hug the back, the calf of the right leg as you fold, opening up through the left leg. Squeeze your glutes. Then gently land the left foot to join the right and fold. So notice you can feel imbalance in the legs. Inhale, come up into standing. Exhale, Tadasana Samastiti here. Inhale, extended. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Then exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Again, fingertips down on the block if you want to. Shift the weight forward so you're standing on the left leg. Reach the right leg back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Try to lift the right leg a bit higher. Your left leg is engaged. Keep squeezing and extending. For another 3, 2, 1. And either stay or hug your left calf. Use the right hand to support you. Fold forward. Keep reaching the right leg. Squeeze your belly. And then bring the right leg, right foot to join the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti here. Inhale, extend it. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into child's pose of your choice. Knees together or apart. Stay in just for a couple of breaths. And then come up. Bring the legs in front of you. Come down onto your back. Bring the arms close to your hips, your bum, so that you're not resting fully on the hands, but just a little bit of support. Glue your lower back into the mat. Lift your legs. Feet are pointing. And allow your thigh bones to sink and settle into the hip socket. Feel the connection with the ground. Squeeze your belly. And as you exhale, drop the legs a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Squeeze your belly. Inhale. Exhale, drop a little bit more. And inhale all the way up. So depending for how long you can keep the lower back glued into the mat, then you can keep lowering the legs. Because if you're here, but you've got a gap between the back and the mat, then you don't want to be. So you can stay here as long as you keep corseting your ribs in and engaging the transverse abdominals. So inhale here, press the back into the mat, exhale, drop. Inhale and drop. Inhale, drop. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and then hold it here for 5 breaths. Keep holding, keep squeezing the legs together, lower back into the mat for 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done, everyone. Bring the knees towards your chest just for a moment. Feet down, close at the hip width. Arms beside you, and as you inhale, pressing down through the feet, lift the hips up for bridge. Keep shifting the hips towards the sky. You can interlace the fingers and walk the shoulders in if you want to. So stretching out the groin, hip flexors, the tummy. One more breath in, and then gently release the arms, bring the hips down, draw the knees in, and roll yourself up. Coming into Paschimottanasana, remember how we did it at the beginning and how tight everything felt. So shift your hips back a little bit to remove the flesh, the sitting bones. Keep the spine long and begin folding at your hips. So draw the belly in and use the strength to fold. Grab hold of your big toes or your feet. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, fold. Just notice the difference, however subtle. You can round your back. Drop your head. And then as you inhale, come up. Bend your legs and bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Don't know if I can handle it, but we've been doing so much of the hips and stretching out the hamstring. It would be nice to stretch out the inner thighs. So flutter your knees up and down, and then if you want to, you can fold gently for 3 rounds of breath. And inhale, come up. And transition onto your back. Cross the right leg over the left and lift the legs up, holding onto the left thigh. Keep the right foot flexed to release the outer right hip. Wow, that's intense. So work with your breath to release the sensations. Try to make it feel good. So you know that your hips have worked really hard. Thank them for it. Thank you, hips. Then bring the left foot down, roll. So drop the legs to the left side of the mat. Just for a gentle spinal twist. Inhale yourself back to the center. And cross your left leg over the right. And lift the legs to release the outer left hip. Left foot is flexed. And energetically push the left knee away. Drop the right leg down and your legs to the right side of the mat. Let the spine release. Then as you inhale, come back to the center and stretch your legs, arms out for Shavasana. Revisit your intention. Relax your face. Observe what's present, so throughout your body and your mind. Be still. Start taking more conscious inhalations. Move your fingers and your toes. You can take a full body stretch before you transition back into a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed. Holding on to that stillness you've created in your body. Just exploring it, transitioning slowly. Let's close this practice with one round of Om. Bring the hands at your heart, let the thumbs rest on your breastbone, and inhale to Om. Stay here for a moment, observing the vibrations, feeling connected, and then gently bow your head, thanking yourself and your body for the practice, for trying your best, for breathing consciously and mindfully, and then softly open your eyes. So thank you very much for your practice with me today. Namaste. I don't know whether it was particularly vigorous and hot today, or it's just here because we have all the windows closed. But please let me know how it feels. I know, Nelly, hamstrings are your favorite thing, so yeah, I'm curious. Oh, hi Dario. Cool. So we didn't do the split, but I didn't think that it was really necessary because I felt how much we have opened and engaged. So maybe in the next weeks to come, I've got an announcement that the Sunday class as of next week is moving on to Zoom, and I will share the booking details on my Facebook page. And with the new booking system, I will also update the new sessions that will come, so they will be targeted to could be like yoga drills or workshops or for specific things. So I'll definitely do one for rock climbers because you've asked me, my brothers asked me, and you know, by popular demand I feel like it needs to happen. So this at 11 o'clock is moving on to Zoom as of next Sunday. So yeah, if you want to book on, then please go onto my Facebook page later on today because I still need to post it. And if there is anything that you would like to see in the workshop themed classes, then let me know and I will make sure that your needs are catered for. The next date for the meditation space has already been released, actually the next two. So it's on the 25th of June. Let's have a look. So it will be the 27th of June and then the 27th of 27th of June, yes, and 25th of July. So if you're interested in learning accessible meditation techniques and just coming into this meditation space, it feels, you know how nice it feels to practice yoga with other people. So this is practicing meditation with like-minded people and learning some tools and techniques that can help you deepen your practice and help you access the journey inwards. Tight hamstrings, so many exclamation marks. So they must have been really tight. I felt super tight. I mean, just 11 a.m. I know it's not early morning or even morning, to be fair. My body feels quite rigid, so it takes me a while to wake up. So I'm feeling really loose now. I'm probably going to hurt a little bit more, but I hope you enjoyed it. Fantastic. Yeah, well, I mean, standing splits, that's like a different kettle of fish. They're really challenging because not only do you need to have so much openness through the hips and hamstring, but then you're balancing, it's an inversion, so it's just one of those, you know, wild cards, let's say, in yoga. But, you know, you tried, that's the best thing that you could do. I didn't actually feel that nice doing standing splits today, to be honest with you, so just every day is different. If you're interested in learning new breathing techniques to support your yoga practice or practice on their own, then check out my YouTube, because we have released the Pranayama Chronicles, so the breathwork techniques that you can use for different reasons. So there are like breath that you need to warm up the body, there's cooling breath, and lots more, so be sure to check it out. If you have any questions, please do message me, email me, just connect whichever way you feel most comfortable. I love hearing from you, and I will see you again on Tuesday. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Lots of love. Mwah.